Hello everyone and welcome to another excellent edition of Classic Video Game Channel. Now following up with my review of the complete Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series, I have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 here for you today. Now as you can see I have the Dreamcast version right here of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Now as you know I don't have a Dreamcast right now, but I did order one, so that's why I have that game right there along with, and I also ordered some other games too. But right over here, as you can see, I also have the PlayStation 1 version, which is the version I grew up with and the version I'll be reviewing for you guys today. Now, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 was released in 2000 for the PlayStation, Dreamcast, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, Mac, and PC. It is the successor to the commercially and critically successful Tony Hawk Pro Skater released the year before. While not changing aspects of gameplay and progression much, it did bring some drastic new additions to the table in the form of Create a Skater and the Park Editor. These provided new ways to delve deeper into the already immersive and addicting gameplay and stretch your creativity. The game went on to become one of the highest rated games of all time, and in this review you will see why. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. As stated, the gameplay in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is not very different from the first game. The excellent control scheme for performing tricks was kept, and if anything, polished compared to that of the original game. The same goes with that of progressing in the game through career mode, except this time each objective is worth an amount of money, and the money is used to unlock levels in the game along with new skateboards and gear. Money can also be found throughout the levels, sometimes in easy to reach locations, and sometimes in much harder ones. Like stated, this game brought in two new modes. First, the Create a Skater mode, which gave the option to completely create a skater from the ground up, from facial features and hair to clothing and the skateboard. Next, the Park Editor offered the option to create your very own skate park from scratch. You could choose from a variety of ramps, rails, stairs, and other objects to place in your park. Although these created parks would not be as large as the in-game levels, they were a good size and provide ample amount of room for creativity. Although the graphics in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 changed very little, if at all, the soundtrack did change slightly. Compared to the almost all-punk soundtrack to the first game, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2's soundtrack featured some hip-hop and heavy metal tracks, along with the standard punk rock known from the first game. Overall, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is a truly excellent game. It kept the gameplay perfectly intact while adding in some groundbreaking new features. It stands as an example of what a sequel should be, and is probably one of the best sequels of all time at that. Like I said, it is one of the highest rated games of all time, so if you don't believe me and all the other reviewers, do yourself a favor and go pick it up and try it out for yourself. You will not be disappointed. I'll see you guys in the next edition of Classic Video Game Channel, reviewing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Have a good one.